Hey, everybody, welcome back to the show. Happy Monday. Today, we're talking about success. And what if success was not measured by results, but it was measured by your action? Today, I'm going to share with you 3 things that will help you measure your success by action instead of results. Let's go. Hey, mamas! You're listening to the MomSquad podcast, a space for moms in network marketing. I'm your host, Melissa Wheelahan. I'm a mom, educator, coach, and trainer. For the past 25 years, I have been a part of network marketing as a stay-at-home mom, a part-time working mom, a full-time working mom, and most recently as an empty nester. And I've learned a thing or two. Do you ever feel like you're trading family time for business time? Have you tried all the things and still don't feel like you're getting anywhere? Are you always wondering where your next customer will come from or feel like the hustle never ends? Are you wanting to lead others but you just don't know how? Well, then you have come to the right place. I believe that the most impactful network marketers show up for their customers and team as their authentic, humble, and real self. So whether you're just starting on your network marketing journey, or you've been in network marketing for a while, or you just need to see things from a different lens, I'm here to help. I'm going to be teaching you how to level up your business through relationships, leadership, and impact. So grab a pen and paper and get comfy because it's about to get real, raw, and authentic. Are you ready? Let's stop the hustle and embrace the journey. Let's go. Okay, let's jump right in. Today, we are talking about success, and a lot of people have a lot of different views of success or definitions of success. And so today I'm going to share a little bit about success and thinking about it a different way and not thinking about it as result oriented. And so I'm going to start, of course, with a little story. So if you know me well, you might know that I love to play poker. It's like, I don't know, one of my favorite things to do. And my husband and I go to a casino probably like once a month, maybe not once a month, once every other month. We tend to go a little bit more like when I'm off work or, weekends or months where we don't have a lot to do. But this casino we go to has Players Club cards, which I'm sure most casinos have, all casinos have. And we're gold members. And so the levels are red, blue, silver, gold, black. And so we're gold card members. And with that comes a lot of some extra prizes. So extra things like hotel rooms during the week, food credit. We have a dedicated casino host. And by no means are we like high rollers. This is not what that's about. But we have this gold card, and we worked really hard to get the gold card. We got the gold card in 2021. I think we reached gold card status. So we had been playing there for a while. We had not reached that status yet. And so in 2022, we were like, we need to keep the gold card status. And this particular casino does every 6 months, you have to keep the status. And I think we this year probably went maybe 8 times this year, but a lot more recently I've gone a lot more times during the holidays, during December we went a little bit more because the time frame goes January to June and then July to December. And so each 6-month time you have to qualify to keep your gold status. Okay. So in December, I was like, we got to keep this gold status. We got to keep this gold status. And we would go there and I would check the card and I'd be like, oh, okay. I'm like 1,500 points away. Like, okay, how many hours is that? How many hours did I just play? And how many more hours do I need to play to keep the status? Like literally, guys, like talk about hustle mentality. I was like, if we come this many more times and play this much, will keep our gold status. Now, I play poker, so I play on a table. I don't play slot machines. Maybe I should switch to slot machines because slot machines rack up a lot more points a lot faster. But I also feel like I could lose more that way. And I like playing for a long period of time. So, just hustling to get the gold card. So in December, I was off for 2 weeks, and we went on the 26th of December and together. But I had gone the week before because I was off work, and I maintained my gold status. I was like, okay, I'm going to go, and I played for a good period of time, probably like 6-7 hours. I played poker and I retained my gold card. And then my husband's like, well, I need to retain my gold card. And I'm like, oh, okay, we go back on the 26th. So I went back on the 26th, but I was like really chill. Like, I need to worry about it. I already retained my gold card. Like, I don't even need to play because I'm good. Now January 1, it's going to reset the clock. And I started to think to myself, man, this is crazy. This is crazy. I'm defining my success of the gold card, like my success and stature at this place where I go play by the gold card. And so I was like, first off, we're never going to get to the black card. We're not even going to try. They told us that's like losing a lot of money, way more money than we even could imagine losing. We don't have that kind of disposable income. But I was like, what is that about the getting that gold card and maintaining? And what is it that made me feel successful because I had that gold card? And so it made me think about our businesses in general and how we define success. Do you define success by like, once I get to the rank, once I get a certain amount of income, once I earn a certain amount of income, or a number of followers, or a number of sales, or a number of teammates? And I made this correlation because when I got the gold card status, when I retained it, and then I went back the next week and I was like, chill, I don't need to worry. Nothing changed. Nothing changed for me just because I had this gold card, right? It was like, okay, now what? Like, nothing changed. Did I feel like I had arrived? I don't know. Like, I just felt like I worked so hard. And it was like, okay, now I got to start all over, right? I got to start all over in January to June, and try to retain that gold card. And it just made me really think about this, how we define success and how we measure it by our results. I got to do this, this, and this to get the results to maintain the gold card. I got to do this, this, and this to maintain my rank, to make that much money, to have that many followers, to have that much sales, to have that many team members. And then when you get there, it's never enough for people. It's never enough because they're focusing on the results. And their definition of success is, well, I got there, but I need more, right? It's this like weird, I don't know, there's got to be something brain science behind it about this need for people to be always striving and successful. Now, I am a type A achiever, 100%, super competitive. I have always wanted to be like successful, and that's had a definition for me in many other businesses that I've done. But now, as I'm learning that success doesn't need to be measured by results, my success is measured by impact and action and lives that are changed. It is a completely different way to think about being successful. And part of that is because I've gone through some healing and I've gone through some own personal internal work to look at like, what does life really mean for me? And I don't know if that's because I'm getting older or whatever, just mature. I don't know what it is, but really redefining what success looks like. And really it can't be measured by the results, because when you get the results, then you don't know where to go. Like if you've hit the top rank in your company, that's the pinnacle of success. Then what? Then you're not challenging yourself, or you're hustling to maintain. I was with a company that it was, and ranks in general, companies that have ranks. The company I'm with now has no ranks. It's beautiful. It's wonderful. But when you have that rank, and I think I've had this in every company because there's always been a rank, you had to sell a certain amount. So let's say you have to sell $500. And in order for you to maintain that, whatever number two, whatever diamond, blah, 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 whatever your thing is, like whatever it is, you sell 500 and then your people sell 500 and then your whole team has to have this amount. You're going to have this many people. That is so stressful and so much pressure. Yet we measure our success on that external factor. And goodness gracious, God forbid, if you lose that rank, right? People are so quick when they fail to give up. And they didn't really fail. It wasn't their fault, right? It's the system's fault because there's this rank that you're trying to get to and you're trying to hustle to. And maybe you just didn't do the action steps that you needed to maintain where you were at because you were so hung up and focused on the results. So I want to give you a couple different ways to consider today. The first way I want you to think about success is I want you to look for success in the little things. Little wins based on action. So maybe that's my action today was that I wanted to reach out to the 3 people who ordered from me yesterday. And I did that. And that was a success for me for the day. I did that action. I'm celebrating that success. Maybe I know people on my team, we had people who had never gone live before and they went live and they were like, I feel so successful because I finally figured out how to do a live. For me, it was learning how to fix the audio on my podcast. I felt successful because I was like, okay, now my audio is going to sound better than it had before, right? Look for the success in the little things. The second one is look for impact. When you set a goal for yourself, think of the impact of that. So think about and how that impact equates to success for you. So think about this. Think about a toddler when they're first starting to learn how to walk. When they get up, they're kind of wobbly and they fall down and they fall down. But children keep getting up, right? Toddlers keep getting up because they're determined to walk. And they just keep getting up after they fall down. If they fall down and they fall down, they get up, they get up, they get up. And eventually they walk. And the look on their face when they first take those first steps, I mean, that is amazing, right? To see them walk to you and smile and put their hands out and you hug them. Like that is so amazing. That is their success. That is the impact, right? Think about the last new thing you learned. And look for the impact that has, basing that in success. So the last thing I had to learn, one of the last things I had to learn was we camp a lot. We go camping. And every time we are done and we're tearing down the camper, I do the inside. My husband does the outside. Typically that's the way it goes. But I always finish the inside long before the outside is done because there's more things to do on the outside. So the last time I was like, I want to help, like teach me how to do all the things, remove the sewer thing, undo the water, do the jacks, like the whole thing. So I learned all of that and I felt pretty successful. Like I could do that. And then the impact for me is that now I can help my husband and we can get going a little sooner instead of it taking us an hour to break down or 45 minutes to break down. Maybe it takes us 30 minutes to break down. So think about the impact that you're making. What is the impact you're making in your business? Who have you helped? Who have you helped? Think about the last product you sold and how that impacted the person. I know I see it all the time. Like people who sell health and wellness, right? You see all those photos. This is Susie before she took my product. This is Susie after. If Susie is your customer, by you focusing on impact and the problem you're solving for her, you are being successful because you're impacting a person. We all get those. I get those messages all the time. Oh my gosh, my sister loved her sweater. Look how cute I look when I go out, right? Or makeup, right? Oh my gosh, my skin feels like I look amazing. I can go out now. My skin feels great, or skincare or health, whatever you're selling, jewelry. I love this out. Like you get them, you guys get them all the time. People tell you all the time, thank you for your product. I love what I bought. That is impact. That is you being successful because you've met the need of a person. But we equate the success to this big thing. I got to be the top of this. I got to be the top that. When it doesn't have to be. Success is about the little, can be about the little things. And the third one is make a list of the feelings. This is really important. I want you to equate success with a feeling. I feel successful when. And I actually had to do this in a course that I'm taking. It was called My Personal Success Criteria, and it's I know I'm being successful when. And it really was action driven. And I want to encourage you to make a list. I'm going to read you my list, but I want to encourage you to make a list. And then I want you to look back at that list and every day say, did I do these things? Because if I did, I felt successful. So let me read you my list. I know I'm being successful when I'm present in my friendships. I know I'm being successful when I'm loving myself no matter what. I know I'm being successful when I spend time with God daily. I know I'm being successful when I see God move in my life and those around me. I know I'm being successful when I'm using my God-given gifts to help others. I know I'm being successful when I show up authentically in all I do. I know I'm being successful when I have clear boundaries with others and I stick to them. I know I'm being successful when I have uninterrupted time with my husband. I know I'm being successful when I let go of what others think. And I know I'm being successful when I see others accomplish things they never thought they could. That is my definition of success. There's not one thing on it. It's like, I know I'm being successful when my team sells $50,000. No, because I'm not equating success to the results. I'm equating success to the action, right? So here's what I want to do. Here's what I want you to do. I want to challenge you to do. This list of success. I want you to make a list for yourself of what you feel when you're successful. And then I want you to think about gratitude. And there's brain science behind gratitude and anxiety cannot live in the same space. And so if you have gratitude, you cannot be anxious or have anxiety if you're showing gratitude. And so when I look at this list and I say, man, I am so grateful that I got to spend time with God today. I am so grateful I had uninterrupted time with my husband because I have focused on action and the things I need to do to be successful. It's very powerful when you can make this shift from measuring your success by your actions as opposed to your results. It's a new way of thinking. It's not something that we have really ever trained people on in this network marketing space. We are so focused on the results. And if you just remove the results will come, right? I know it sounds scary. The results will come. I have been practicing this for the last 3 months. And here's what I can tell you. My personal sales have gone down. They have. But I'm not letting that bother me because I know that that's going to come back around because I'm taking the time to measure my success on action instead of results. And I'm doing things differently because I am wanting to focus on a little bit of other areas first to have more systems, more processes in place before I come back to really serving customers. And eventually there's a balance where I can do both, my team and my customers and my family, but family first, right? I am always putting my family first. So I hope that this episode helps you. I would love to hear what you think about this. Drop me a message, chat me on Facebook, join the Facebook group, leave a review, however you want to connect with me. I would love to hear your thoughts. Get out there and have a great week, everybody. Be brave, be bold, be beautiful. See you later. Hey, mamas, did you enjoy that episode? I hope so. Who do you know that needs to hear this information? One of the ways you can show your love for the Mom Squad is by subscribing, reviewing, and sharing. And don't forget to take a screenshot of the podcast and post it on your favorite social media platform and tag me at Melissa Wheelahan. Thanks for listening. I'll see you next week.